sending down anybody that we need to. We gotta let Archibald earn his stripes in the minors. I don't want to stunt his development or fucking throw him under the bus right away. There we go. We have our team for the season, and Riddick, you're getting sent down. Okay. Let's begin the season. Our team is not expected to be good at all, and there's a good chance a couple of contracts will be dealt at the deadline because we do intend on tanking and being very bad. That's just how we are going to be, unfortunately. To be honest, anything but a tank to me is considered a failure. The tank is on, boys. But we win 5-2. How does our team beat a team 5-2? Please explain. We're getting like scout accepting offers up the ass. Okay, so no expectations for this team. Like, I expect our team to do very horribly. But we're 3-2-1 somehow. 5-2-1? Question mark? 5-3-1? How does a rebuilding team go 5-3-1 in the first month of the season? Why? I don't know. We are actually in a playoff spot in the opening month, but it's way too early to even call us a threat. I think we'll get sent down to reality soon. Reality will strike, and then we'll suck. Because it was the expectancy this season to suck. Ooh. Draft pick capital. Let's look here. This would be very intriguing. How's Ekholm done this season? Not very good, but you know, I would take this deal. It's draft picks. And that's all that matters. I want to try and finagle maybe a third out of this. Maybe. Well, that didn't go right away, but the more draft picks, the better. I'll be willing to give up something. Part of the tank job. Victoria would be under the league salary cap. Of course we would. Okay. How about Pyatt?
Nice.
Okay, 3 more draft picks for the roster. And we lost Matthias Ekholm. Unfortunately, he was our best defender, but you know what? After year 1, that's when we try and become buyers. I'm not giving up our third for their third. But how about this for the 5th? How good is he anyway? Was he just a scrub that I signed in the off season? Yeah, he was just to fit the spot. Alright, we got a 5th round pick from the New York Islanders. Defeat the Oilers 2-0. It's going to be a good year for rookies, so we're hoping that we have a bad season. We've been middle of the road, so this is the year we tank, and then, or we hopefully tank. I'd be shocked, and I mean shocked, if we made the playoffs. There's no way this team would. There shouldn't be, anyway. We're starting to see reality now, 10-10-2. But that, I feel, is going to come down soon enough. We're already below 500. This is going to take maybe 2 or 3 years before we build a legitimate contender. We're out of the playoffs, and the tank is not too far out of reach. We're only 5 points from the worst record in the whole league, so it's going to be a bit of a race to tank. And if we don't see the playoffs, which, I mean, I don't even care. I probably would deal some contracts anyways. It's what we'll have to do. Teams building up for cup runs is just what's going to happen. They'll take some of our contracts for picks. We need picks this year more than anything. We hired better scouts. We hired scouts that actually are doing their job.
Or supposedly doing their job.
Supposedly doing their job. It looks like there's a couple of players that scouts aren't paying attention to. So, I don't understand what's going on with that. Can we not have... Thank you. We actually have him being scouted. Like, this guy's consensusly ranked #1 in the entire league, yet no one really thought about scouting these guys for some reason. Yeah, now we're starting to make that first month look like a fluke. Once we traded our best defender, we're right now trying to get cap relief so we can be buyers as soon as off-season comes. Because if we see a nice juicy player on free agency, we will pounce. We need to turn this team into a legitimate contender within 3 seasons. Or at least a playoff contender. Because that's the spreadsheet for a lot of my franchise modes. If I start as a rebuilding squad, I turn the team into legitimate contenders in 3 seasons. And then afterwards, then I usually expect to compete year after year. Yanni Gourde, though, has been one of our flashes of brilliance when it comes to our players. However, I'm not entirely impressed with the production, but I didn't expect much. Korpisalo, in his very small time, he's been doing not too terrible. But he's playing like he kind of should be. In the standings, we're starting to show that we're not exactly as good of a team anymore. The entire league, we stack up against. We're in the bottom half. In fact, we're in the bottom 5. We're in the bottom 5, which is nice. And we're 2 points out of last place. So the tank is going according to plan. Top 5 picks should be reasonable. The #1 pick would be amazing, but a top 3 would be nice. A nice start. We need to build around some of our stars that we draft. That might be how we have to build this team, is build within. That's why we did so well in Arizona, is because we were able to build within. So, we used our picks. Okay, what was up with that 4-game win streak there? Tank team starts winning? Nope. We have a trade coming. I know, I can see it. Or just a draft class. Thank you. Burnaby's been killing it. At least we have something to be positive about. Our minor league team's doing well. And we're doing exactly what we expected going into February. Suck. However, we're not the worst in the division, and not even the worst in the league. Wow. So, the deadline, though, it may be where we start to do our plummet. It's fire sale on the 28th. Gourde's probably going to be on his way out because he doesn't want to come back. If you're not in, you're out. We're not trading Tyler Myers' contract for that. I need to stop dropping that. I'm not making any stupid trades. Our draft picks are the only things not for sale. In the games we are winning, they're like 3-2 though. We've been winning the games that it's kind of just like, why? we try to tank, but we like start winning. It doesn't work. It's how tanks fail. However, he missed playoff spots and more than enough to at least put us in for the lottery. So 24, 30, and 8, meaning our first season so far is 56 points so far. On pace for a horrendous tank job. However, we are only 7 points out of last. So be a bottom 5 team, that's all that matters. Sharks are the class of the league. We're in the bottom 5. We are actually in the bottom 4. We're in the same spot as before. However, we go on a win tear, and then we catch up to some of the higher teams. But this is where we start to do our fire sale. And we sell off some of our older players, try and make the team younger. This is where I would call up guys like Archibald and shit like that. He's been playing in the NHL. He's been playing in the NHL. Why? Did I ask for him to be called up? He played 1 game in the AHL and like, nope, calling you up already. Alright, so Tyler Myers, any player that's on a 1 year left. Oh wow, injuries have been on. That explains it. We're trading you guys to rebuilding teams for picks. Would literally I'll retain half of Myers' salary because the season's going to end anyway. Oh my god. I don't think we could trade anybody because of the salary cap. Like I say, Gord wants out, so we're just gonna give him his wish and let him be free. Let him be free from the shit show that's Victoria. Or Hockey City so far. What sucks is we can't deal Myers' contract because we'll be under the cap. Can we ask for a 4th in return? Nice. Okay, so we got a 2nd and a 4th round from the Edmonton Oilers. Got rid of a couple of our guys, or I guess only Gord, I guess, in this case. God damn, is our team looking like shit. Whatever. There's really no expectancy for this team. I didn't expect us to be very good, so that's how it happens, I guess. We're kind of just trying to tank, but be a young team, but tank at the same time. I think we did all we need to do. We have a bunch of draft picks in place, I'm pretty sure. We don't have much to give away, though. Like, we can't not have a hockey team. But we need to have picks, too. But let's see how many picks we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 in the 2nd round. All from rebuilding clubs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 picks in the 2019 draft. So it's nice. Can we win the draft lottery? Who knows? Hopefully we can. It's not out of the question. We have 12 draft picks, so I'm pretty happy about that. Just gonna send the end of the year because playoffs are not even close to happening, so may as well just tank. I'm just trying to remember who the big prospect, or not the prospect, who the big player was in free agency in year number 1. Like, because Carlson was on the free agency market and like at the beginning, but we obviously weren't going for him because we intended on tanking. We didn't want to take in other guys to strengthen the team because this was our tank year. Might have 2 or 3 of these. Even with some star power, we still might suck. We broke 30 wins. Congrats. First season's tank didn't go as shit as planned, but we weren't as shitty as I planned it to be, but we finished the season with 74 points. Not even the worst in the division.
Okay.
That sucks.
What is our placing?
Place worst in the division. That makes me a little upset because our tank job didn't work. Bottom 5 would be okay though. Yeah, we were 5th worst.
League.
28th in the league. We finished with a 31, 39, and 12 record. Good for 74 points. Goals for per game.
194, Jesus Christ. DNQ first year, that's the first. Since the Blue Jays.
What's going on with my eye? It's itchy.
I know, right? Got some Agent Orange going on in here. Sad.
I don't know. Oh. So weird. Anyway. We could surprise and go to the draft. And we like snag a top 3 pick. But I think it was our defense being stronger than it should be that stole us the odd occasional game.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need lunch.
Yeah.
Alright. 2 o'clock.
Yes.
Well, we know who the top 2 prospects are.
Fucking shit.
Wouldn't mind building around a franchise. And the Blackhawks win the cup. Chicago Blackhawks won the cup and the Chicago Wolves won the Calder Cup.
Oh my god.
City of Chicago is going to party. And with the draft picks, how do they go? We'll see.
We go down.
We picked 7th. We went down.
Wow.
Such tank, many wow. I'm pissed. That's actually shitty. Well, Martin Ehrert decided to call it a career. Him and Marcel Gosh decided to call it a career. So the 7th pick in the draft, that's a little disappointing.
That could have been better.
Try and trade for a top 3 though. Like, I was hoping that we would be able to build around like a franchise defender. Because we have our forward we can build around, now we need a franchise defender to build around. a little salty that we can't, but I might have some tricks up my sleeve here. Tyler Myers' contract set to expire, but he could probably take a little less of a payday. Really nobody we can give. Our only guy with legitimate value is, Jamel Smith turned out to turn really nicely. He got 53 points this season, actually. Pretty decent with that. Corpusala went up a little. We could turn to him, so maybe next season as the starter. Might take a second round pick to get our third. Need to do something because third overall pick would be lovely to have. Or even a top 5, because like this sucks. The hockey gods just gave us a bit of a slap there. A little slap of reality. And shit. Well, we got the 5th overall pick, so it's a start. 5th overall pick in the draft, so we're picking top 5. Working towards the 3rd pick. Because the first 2 defensemen are getting taken. Let's see who gets picked first. We ain't getting that pick, so... Wow. 64 overall is the elite defenseman taken. This has not been... Not very many star caliber players. So we have Kirby Dach we could select. He's a center. He'd be nice to have. Peyton Krebs, projected to go number 9. Lavoie, Trag, Petrel. Really no defenseman to select until Draper, and he'd be a risk. I think go with the safe pick and pick Kirby Dach.
Yeah.
Krebs turns good though too, but we already have a star left wing. We need a star center. Let's kind of pick your poison. We'll pick Kirby Dach with the 5th pick. 60 overall, medium elite. It's kind of depressing how that's kind of the best you can get. No. Alright, this is where we need to start using our GM magic and scout magic to pick some solid picks. Go potential. Not really a lot to work with here. Scouts aren't doing a great job so far. We haven't really gotten the chance to hire good scouts though either. Pick the top 6 defensemen. Nothing to pick here. We could go with the top 6 forward, it would work. Be something. 55 overall. I mean, could turn to something. Like, Caffrey got selected, lovely. We missed out on an elite goalie. A goaltender of the future would be nice too. We need that in our life. Neil would be a risk and a half.
Apparently it's a gem.
Yeah. Top 4 defenseman, potential low. That's exact accuracy though, so that'd be the best we get. Kind of take shots in the dark here. Going for this guy. Huh. Scouts aren't doing good so far. We haven't had the best scouts yet though.
Fire them all.
We'll take the top 6 forward. He's a safe pick. Could turn to something. We have all kinds of draft capital. We have to take advantage of it. It wouldn't hurt to make a shot in the dark. it's what we have to do sometimes because we don't know. I'm gonna test Neil. He might suck. Yeah,
Go with the gem next.
if the gem's available. This guy? He could be something. He not bad. Not the best draft selections we've ever had, but that's okay. He'll get better as we go along. One player who could turn to something, you never know. Top 9, low, unfortunately, but I think free agency might be our best chance to pick up a couple of good prospects, because some of them go unsigned. But I definitely know I'm not taking, what's his face? I'm not signing Doc to a entry level yet. Give him a year or two and then sign him to an entry level, or sign him to an entry level then send him down to the minors, or like not minors, the juniors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally a smart pick to make. No.
Buddy, you're going deeper and deeper to the cesspool of AHL players.
Why the fuck not try? Oh. He's not even...
At least he's not top 6.
The draft hasn't gone entirely my way yet. Take top 6s at least. Take safe picks. Who could be something. The tank hasn't been working so far. Might take a couple years of tanking before it actually turns to something. Well, not a good first year in the draft, but that's okay. Do one more season this and we got time for Rocket League if we have time. But this is going to be a painful. Ah, shit. I have to resign these fuckers so we don't lose them. Unless they're worth it. Okay, this guy's worth bringing back.
C guy?
No, it was the A guy.
Sure?
Yeah. He's our best scout.
Okay.
The C's, well,
No.
no, I'll find new ones. I'll release you. I will release... I might keep you two around.
Get rid of those C minuses at least.
Yeah, hold on. I'll see what scouts are. I still have a few scout slots to hire those guys, right? So I can bring them back.
We're going tanking.
We are absolutely going tanking.
Again.
Year 2, but year 2 the tank has to go better than year 1.
Yeah, it didn't really work, did it? Ugh.
We tried to tank. Our defense won games, and then
Got fucked in the lottery.
there was only one good player in the draft though that would have been ready, and it was the first overall pick. So there's really no point in trying to trade up because the first overall pick's never acquirable. What's going on?
It froze.
Fucking dumb game. Xbox
You mean PS4?
or PS4. Hello?
It's the game itself. So let's talk about current events.
I don't know, man. Stop. I don't want to lose everything.
Maybe it auto-saved.
Hopefully. I don't want to have to do the draft all over again.
Maybe we'll get the lottery to redo.
Maybe. I'm like 5 seconds away from saying fuck this and going to Rocket League.
3, 4, 5.
Fucking I'm restarting the game. Hopefully we didn't lose everything.
Has to do the tank again.
It must have autosaved somewhere. I don't even care if it's on the day of the draft. It had to autosave after the season was done. I just wasn't about that again.
EA Sports.
EA
It's in the
Sports
game.
is in the game.
You have to work at 8 tomorrow. Savage.
Yeah, 8 till 4. Whatever.
What?
It's a stupid shift.
You don't like the early ones now?
Well, I like the early ones. It's just it's like a troll shift, 8 to 4.
You'd rather have the 6 and 1?
6 to 2. At least by the time the afternoon rolls around, my shift's almost done. When I work 6 to 2 when it's afternoon, I'm like an hour or two away from finishing. That's as close as... That's the closest save, so... June 24th. Oh. Huh.
Get stuck again. Oh.
Did I offer the scouts their contracts?
I think one just signed.
Oh, no, just one guy did. Whatever, it didn't freeze and it let me do what I needed to do, so I'm okay. I still like save room for scouts, so... I don't think I recall offering Gosh an extension. I thought I was going to release him. Alright, time to re-sign players. Who needs new contracts? We have $41 million in cap. And all these guys aren't getting signed to big contracts.
No?
So many expiring contracts.
Just gonna release them all.
Like, he doesn't want as much. We'll give you like 4.2. Undergrado can't ask for much. 2.2, so we'll give you like 2. Only Holland doesn't want back. Haglund will sign for 3 years for like 2 million. Holland will release you. Julio wants back. We'll give you, I don't know, 2.2, sure. The Jews want, I'll give you that. Mirko Mueller, sure. Ouellette, we'll give you like 1.725. Richie, 1.8, sure. Kruger, I don't even know why I'm offering you this kind of cash. We gotta sign players, I guess. Martinuk will give you $1.5 million. We gotta pay players, so we gotta have a team at least.
Sounds like 2-year contracts.
I'm giving them like 2 or 3. No more than that.
Everybody except Archibald with the bridge deal.
Everyone, like, except I think Myers got 3-year deals.
Yeah.
I think he's the only one that didn't. Oh, and goalies, right. We have to sign Corpusalo to a contract. We'll give you a 3-year contract too, Corpusalo. Don't ruin your chance. This could be your time to be a starter. You have the time to steal the starting gig from someone. Don't ruin it. Everyone should resign. I gave him fair contracts. So far, Myers and Julio rejected. Same with Kruger. But everyone else accepted. And Myers, I won't hesitate to release you. We have $30 million cap. We would be heavy buyers in the free agency market if I had to. We'll just pay the man 4.4 and be done with it. Julio's not happy with his place in the or Julio was not happy with the amount of time he played.
Oh my god. Maybe you're not good enough.
You weren't good enough to make our team. So kind of get over it. Get over yourself. We were a tanking team.
And you couldn't even break the lineup. Who do you think you are?
Myers is not happy with his spot in the standings.
Oh no, who is? Okay.
No one's happy to be on a tanking team.
That won't tank properly.
Yeah. We don't even know how to tank properly, clearly, so far. We have not shown how to tank properly. We're just giving the players what they want right now. Stay on our team, basically, is what we're saying. We'll pay you whatever to stay on our team.
We have money.
Yeah, Myers rejected the exact dollar value. I don't think he wants to come back, but I don't know. Like, I'll even give him his exact asking price and term and see what he says. Julio can fuck right off if he wishes.
What's his term?
Yeah, Myers, I gave him exactly what he wanted. He's not interested, I don't think, in coming back. We'd have to pay him extra.
Wow.
So, unfortunately, Myers, you're gone. Julio, you're gone. Kruger, you're gone. Players that want to come back may wish to, but if you aren't, get the fuck out. We don't have time for your shit. Alright. Ooh, Drew Doughty. Except, we'd sign him and he'd be like 36 when it's all over, so I'm afraid not. Okay.
I mean, that'd sure up our D. Get him.
Defenseman, we'd be set for a long time.
Him. Sagan. And a goalie.
We'd have money to sign both of them.
And a goalie.
Except we have no money left. How about goaltenders? A goalie of the future, at least? Varlamov, but he's 31.
Pekka Rinne's too good right now.
We need a... We need more than just a temporary fix in the net. We need a guy who's long-term.
Have to draft for that, bro.
Yeah. We need that kind, but... No prospects to try and get in on either. Except for, like, Nosek and those guys, but they're 26. Try and sign Ikonen. He's a prospect who's top 9 medium. He could turn to something. If this team wants to stay, if this team wants to be relevant, then like this team might not be relevant. Very. Let's see how much Doughty would want for like a 3-year contract. That's a lot of money for like 3 seasons. But I'd like him for longer. Wheeler, he'd be signed until he's ancient. Sagan would be our best bet if we wanted to actually make him part of the future. But if we're still planning to tank, then that's not exactly what the idea is.
There are no prospects in here.
There really aren't any.
No?
No.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh. It's
But
gonna
if
be
we-
a long road.
I don't, and there's really nothing we can do because our prospects aren't even close to ready. Only Archibald is. Like, Doc's going to be a while before he's ready. We don't have anything, really.
God damn.
Our prospects are all going to be like...
We can't trade shit because it's all garbage.
We have garbage for prospects. We have to draft a team. Thankfully, Corpusalo might start next season, so we'll be on the up and up, but we would need... Like, we'd have to be on a fire sale if we wanted... Like, we'd have to buy everything in sight if we wanted to be, like, relevant next year. But what's the point in buying everything if we're not going to win? However, I could get a top line through the free agency, and I wouldn't break the bank terribly.
Andersley, captain of the New York Islanders.
Sign him for like 4 years, or 5 even. Offer him like... That's a lot of fucking dough. That's a shit ton of dough for these kind of players.
Yeah.
Sign
Stay
him.
put another year.
I think that might be our course of action. But we could sign guys like Henrique, Neal, and Zuccarello to... Like, these are, like, team-friendly contracts. Like,
Furlan, that's your first line.
no, but, like, Henrique and Neal, and then we'd have Archibald. That'd be a team-friendly first line. Try and be exciting to watch. Like, he wants more for, like... He would be 35 when his contract ends. So, I mean, the cap would be manageable, but... It'd be more of a headache to deal with. Yeah, I don't know. We'll entertain. I'll entertain a couple of these guys. Zuccarello. Kind of try and go for a playmaker. On a more team-friendly deal. Sign him to 4.8. And then have, like...
Furland.
And then we need a goaltender.
Like a Rene.
I'd have to sign a goalie who...
Pekkalin's too good.
Try and start building a bit of a team here. Sign Leonard to like 4.1 million. Get rid of Reimer.
Yeah, he's garbage.
I'm not trying to make big signings, just trying to improve the team bit by bit, sort of thing. Not trading him back to New Jersey. Ikonen accepted. Henrique rejected. Leonard and Zuccarello accepted. So at least we have a couple of guys.
Center.
We still need a top center because we didn't draft one, and the guy we... Sagan would be like... That would get rid of our, like... We would still be considered a tanking team, but... Like...
He's selling out.
Logan Couture for that cheap?
Yeah, get him.
But then again, that brings his contract till he's 37.
Yeah, what
I'd
does
rather
that look-
pursue him for like 5 seasons. And then offer him like 5.2. 5 sort of thing.
Sharky Couture.
There's no good left wingers that aren't fucking expensive. Maybe bring in... If we could bring in... Logan Couture accepted. Nice.
What a beast.
So we have a bit of a team now. We aren't as shit as last year, but we're still not even close to being a contender. But our top 4 centers aren't entirely shit. The left wing, we're just banking on Archibald to grow a little bit. Defense, well, it got worse.
That's what we think about that.
Like, I'm all for trying to improve this team a little bit.
Get Doughty.
Doughty would like ruin our salary cap. I would like to bring Bulio back, but he didn't want to re-sign with us in the first place, so what's the point in trying to bring him in if if he's not really interested in playing? And now we have contracts. Now we have a team, a bit of a team. We have a couple of good players.
Good men.
We can maybe try a different tactic here. Use Reimer and something else to acquire a top line left wing, or like a discount top line winger. I'm just butchering some of the guys that we know won't ever make this team, and look for a left wing, because as much as I'd love to see Archibald on the top line, I can't bring myself to give him that kind of responsibility out of the gate. Need to bring in a guy who's got a little more leadership, like a little more of a leader, kind of teach the kid sort of thing. Like to bring in someone who's a bit better. Let Archibald kind of be the second liner. Oh my god, that's what they signed him to? Have fun. Kempe would be a fun experiment. How did he... Well, he wasn't terrible, but he was a failed experiment with Arizona.
Yeah.
Didn't turn really into anything. Aho got traded to Nashville. Tolvanen would be an interesting piece to bring in. He'd be a work in progress. Bring in Fiala. Let him run the top line.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be interesting. Like... Nashville's being a little resilient in making that trade. Marcus Johansson, maybe, I don't know, he'd be better than nothing. He's not a kid. I want to develop the kid into something. Bushnevich would be nice. He'd grow a bit too, so we will pursue Bushnevich. I don't fucking care. Nice. We brought in a top line left wing, and we still have $20 million in salary cap. So we have a bit of playing room for salary, and we have a top line now. So top line that may be a little respectable come next year. Well, I'm not trading our picks away again. Oh, right. Stop. We gotta look for higher new blood, new scouts.
Okay.
Gotta be some better ones this time. The best ones are like Bs, and they're all American Hockey League prospects. Or like American Hockey League. We don't need that. Maybe take guys from Russia. I don't know. There's no good scouts. What the fuck? Do they not have any good scouts available?
They're all
terrible. Like, the best WHL one's a D, a C minus, a D, C minus, C. The best one is from Russia.
Oh no.
Scouts might not be too good in year number 2.
Again.
Kind of just stick to our gut. Go with a gut feeling. Go with the gut feeling and hope for the best. They literally just offered the same trade. Wow. The same 6th round pick. How original.
Do they just...
They make it the same trade offer over and over and over again. And they know it's not going to work. Another 6th round pick. Wow, everyone just wants Hemsky.
Why?
And I'm not trading like Eddie Lack and all of our picks for a second.
Why?
I will trade players that are deemed not worthy and trade them for picks. This is going to be a long rebuild.
Oh.
Like, this could take 5 seasons before we're even relevant.
We're going tanking.
At least, though, when the rebuild's over, it's going to be so worth it. We're going to be such a good team. And, like, we don't even look that bad. Like, we're already looking a little decent. We're starting to turn into a relevant team. A team that you don't sleep on, but, like, 1A, 1B of one shit, bringing the other sort of guy. I think we still have Josh Manson as captain. I think Clutterbuck still has an A. We're still considered a rebuilding team, which is fine because I expected that. I really expected nothing less. So let's sim to the preseason, see how our team looks. I expect this team to maybe not be as shit, but like still be out of the playoffs, you know? Was that necessary?
What?
What was that one?
What, you don't like it?
Alright, so our team...
Is a meme.
Our team's still considered a meme. Not as bad of a meme. We have... Oh, good God. We have no centers. Alright, so we have 5, 11, 13 players. Martin Nuke, you're getting sent down. And then we are holding 8 defensemen? Dude.
Dude.
I'm paying Leonard so much more to be kind of like a 1B sort of thing. Just like, I'm making Corpusalo the starter and keeping Leonard hopefully as the safety net. If he plays like shit, at least Leonard can be a safety net. We'll see how this goes. Victoria's gonna have, this is gonna be our learning year. We're gonna be not as shit maybe, but it's gonna we're gonna learn some things about this team. It's a learning season. Last year was supposed to be our tank year, but that didn't go so well. Maybe our scouts aren't completely awful. Maybe some more scouts emerged this year. Oh wow, there's still only AHL scouts and 1 Russian scout. So we're just going to keep to the scouts that we have. Thank you. How will our team do in the season opener? 2 losses. But this was expected from this team.
We finished 70 losses.
I'd laugh if we did worse this year with the team we had than last year with the team we had.
Going tanking.
Ooh, a number 1 overall pick is a sniper.
Nico Curry.
There'd be a guy we'd like to have on the team, but probably not going to get him.
Wow, because we win.
It took us 4 games to win our first one. So, we didn't maul the competition out of the gate like we did last year. Because 5 wins was kind of more than we expected. 5 losses in the first month. It was 5-3-1 last year. It's 3-5-1 this year. We still have our picks, which is good. I don't plan on selling the team this year. Like, if there's a player that's just like, okay, you have value and we don't really need you, you're out. But I'm kind of just riding this one into hell. We beat the Ducks 7-2 with our team. Nailed it.
There we go.
If we're gonna tank, you're gonna tank hard. Like, I tried to tank hard last year and it backfired and we did not as shit. But again, like I say, I didn't expect us to be as shit this year because I actually got some players in free agency. So, like I say, year one, it's looking like year one's the tank year. Year two is kind of the, we're not as terrible as we were, but now we're trying to still kind of not in the playoff picture. Then year three is kind of, okay, here this team comes sort of thing. They're on the way up. Because we still have $20 million in salary. We are going to be buyers next season. Again.
We're at the phony 500.
Kind of, basically. We want to keep building this team, but we have some players that we can build with. It'll just take some time. I still don't see the playoffs, and I doubt they're going to happen. But I'm also doubting a first overall pick, too. Unless we lose the entire month, then you never know. This is interesting. The reason why this is the learning year is because we're going to find out if this team does worse than our inaugural team. If we do worse, then holy shit, something's wrong. $14, 16, and 7. We pull a lot of extra time losses out of our ass. We currently have 35 points, and we've played 37 games. Among the worst in the league, thankfully. But Matt Zuccarello, hot damn, is he doing well. God damn, he's doing fantastic.
Wow.
All right.
Yo.
$16, 21, 22, and 9. Those 9 overtime losses are going to be like the death of us in the race for the lottery, though. Because some teams can be like 16, 30, and like fucking like 3.
Yeah.
And we're going to be like, we got like 10 overtime losses. We're like worst in the division and worst in the league.
By a whole point.
Hey, I mean, this is the plan all along. We tried to tank. I just don't understand how the team was worse last year, yet we got worse. Like, we got better but got worse in the standings. I don't get that. Because we expected this team to suck. Like, this team was supposed to be, like, bad, but not bottom of the league bad. Like, maybe 6th or 7th worst. Not worst team. I mean, whatever. If we're gonna tank, like I said, tank hard. May as well. And here it comes. Rise out of the tank. Yeah, I think I got that tank thing back. Okay, guys, if we're gonna tank, commit to the tank. Don't just, oh, we're gonna win like 5 games in a row to ruin your best odds for the pick. There is again another fucking extra point.
Okay.
Pity points. No. I probably could have done that, but no.
Oh yeah, we haven't done it for Martin tonight.
So, thanks to that win streak, we kind of rised out of the worst team in the league status. Archibald's having a good sophomore year, though. 51 points.
Who won the Calder last year?
I don't know. Definitely wasn't him. Thanks to that little surge, we're now...
Number 2.
We're the 4th worst team in the league. We were 6th in the division, but 4th worst in the league. Nailed it. That's how good our division is. And Archibald leads our team in points.
So
True beast. The power within. The
power within.
The power
within.
Jamel Smith just fucking
The
doing.
meme.
He's our meme of the season. Just like.
It's like, why is he good?
And then Leonard's been. And so is Corpusalo. He's been.
He's been even. He's a star.
Like, I could sell off the team, but what would I sell?
Nothing.
Like, there's nothing to sell. We have players we want to build around, like Zuccarello and Couture, because we trade those off, we'll be starting from scratch again. And if we trade our prospects, we're doing nothing.
Trade Doc.
Why don't I trade Doc? There's really nothing we could trade unless we trade players who may never make the team, and those guys have no value, so there's really no point in trading anything. Really isn't. Nothing to trade. And goaltending's not really the same situation. Our pick values are high. We still have a bunch of picks, but we still have a handful of picks, but you know, we're just kind of, like I say, this is the year where I'm not going to trade everything for picks. But if we suck, we get a good pick. Sweet. I don't expect us to make the playoffs, so we're going to sim to the end of the year. Burnaby's just doing Burnaby things.
Klein carrying the team.
I actually haven't checked the AHL stats. We're doing the tank, though. The tank is real.
They win every game.
9-5. The question is just... And I'm okay with the team pulling the odd win out of their ass, but, like, come on. Don't ruin the fucking tank. The first 3 years were supposed to be our years where we stink. Like, we're supposed to be like, this team won't do nothing. With most teams I start as a rebuilding team, I turn them into relevant teams in 3 seasons. This team, I'll be lucky to turn it into relevance in 5.
No, they're winning for you here.
It doesn't mean jack. They aren't even close to a playoff spot. Shit, we might have less points this year than last. We have 76,
Yeah,
78. Oh, for fuck's sake. Are you guys serious right now?
Oh, they didn't quite get the...
You broke 80 points.
You blew it!
You blew another year of tanking.
Hey, maybe we'll go up.
We went up. Oh, by 6 points. Wow. We beat our personal best. So, I mean, we kind of did what we expected. But wow, we ruined the tank again. Thanks, Victoria. Ruined our fucking tank again.
We're not going tanking.
We're just mediocre trash. Like, who won last year? Tarasenko won the Ross, Hart, Carlson. Oh, this is awkward. What? I forgot he was on Chicago. Well, this is not pleasing. Because I think we did better than last year. We might not have the 5th worst record. 5th worst record again.
We're 28th in the league.
28th, back-to-back years, 28th in the league. Once again, didn't qualify. But Archibald was something to be pretty pleased with, honestly. I'm pretty happy with how he did this year.
How many goals did we get?
I'll check. Just a sec. Another year of not being in the playoffs, but you know what? I think this is our final year of being shit. 206, so an improvement from last year to 237. So we let in more, but we scored more.
Get a big DNQ.
We probably have time for one more season. Bring in a 3rd year of very likely mediocrity. Please, Burnaby, win the Calder. Give us something to be proud of. Give us something to be proud of. This team, the NHL team, surely give us nothing to cheer about. Oh, they might have made it past. I don't know how far they went. There's a good team, so there's no excuse why they can't go the distance.
Yeah, no.
What?
No excuse.
Like, I gave them a team of like 70s. That would be shit on an NHL team, but that's like an AHL tough team in there. The Tampa Bay Lightning are your Stanley Cup champs, with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms winning the Calder Cup. The first overall pick is probably not us.
We go down to 10th.
I'd be angry. I would be furious. Hey, third pick. We actually, the tank kind of worked at this
We
time.
went down twice last year. We went up twice this year.
Nice. Matt Cullen's the best player to announce his retirement. Victoria, who retired from us. Alish Hemsky calls it quits.
You didn't even trade him to a contender. What a jerk. They could have went to Boston.
All right. Let's
Or
see.
Dallas.
We have the third pick in the draft. Unfortunately, we're not getting that Curry guy.
Yeah, no.
But we already have a left wing guy who's, I think, a sniper. So it's not like we really needed him. Lafreniere's available.
Yes.
Or Lindsay.
No.
I-
Fuck that. Lafreniere, bro.
All right, let's see how this pick goes. Okay, what the fuck? What? What? Well, he left Lafreniere for us. But we'd have such a clusterfuck on the left side.
Your call.
We have Loktionov, Lindsay, Lafreniere, Marjamaki, Zadorov.
Yeah, no.
But no, it's these four. It's kind of just what we need. I think Lafreniere would be really good. Nice.
This is awkward. You're gonna try and trade for. Wait, did the Ducks have 2 picks now?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good. I'm angry.
We're doing this.
You're salty, bro.
I am salty. This is stupid.
You're not gonna get him.
I don't even care if we get Lindsay. I'll go for Lindsay too.
Mine is
Pick
better.
Lafreniere, he said. It'd be a good idea, he said.
I wasn't the only one who said that.
You said pick Lafreniere.
He was a beast on the last one. Why is his picture not here?
It's because I don't know.
He didn't develop like he should. What a prick.
Archibald's turning out nicely for us. We have a left wing superstar. We're just trying to trade for either Lindsay or whoever because we need either a defensive superstar or like something. But we need, like, our influx of left wings is not necessary. I think it's good to give Corpusalo the reins for goaltending. Or sit on Lafreniere and just be like, why the fuck did we make this pick? Unless he turns into something superb. We shouldn't even be just, oh, I'm just going to trade him because I don't like him.
Bust.
Lafreniere will turn to something, I think. He might just not be as quick to develop as everybody else. Okay. Maybe this time our scouts will do a better job. Please tell me that this guy's a franchise. I would be super excited. He's a left wing, though. Make the risk. Hey! He's in the lead! Except we don't need more left wings. We don't need more elite left wings. That's great. I don't regret making the pick, but we just didn't need it. Necessarily. You know?
You know, we have some good players and some good men.
Hey, top 4 defensemen. Do you mind?
Do you mind?
Top 6. Our prospect haul was a little better this season.
Yeah, way better than last year.
Because scouts are kind of doing their job.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh, let's draft the gem. Nice. Back-to-back picks.
You let me actually make my 7th round pick this year?
Yeah. Don't fuck it up. Bottom 6. Fuck that. Taking the unknown. Better than last year's fringe starter.
It's okay, sure.
Another unknown. Another unfringe starter.
Here's my best pick ever. We're going by country. You need to calm down. Where am I going, bro? Fuck this. We're going by weight,
Why? Why?
height. Yeah.
That was the worst pick ever.
No, you made one of those in like round 3. The memes are real. He will develop into a great player someday. Just you have faith in him. I know you don't believe in him right now. But he wore a hat. He smoked a pipe.
Oh man.
Man,
I was number 1 on the hip parade. Oh my god. I called that the hippie song for some reason.
It's the best song. Promise.
They're going tanking.
RBC commercial.
Hi everybody and welcome to the Shrek in the Swamp karaoke dance party. I'm gonna take things down a little bit with one of my personal favorites. Don't go changing to try and please me.
Oh my god, why?
You never let me down before.
Stop. Well, Forward doesn't want back.
That's enough.
At least DeMello wants back. Well, there's really nothing that we need to sign necessarily.
Where is that clip you sent me?
Huh?
Little Madagascar. Out for a rip, me bud. There it is. is the good part.
You're not challenging me again. Look on the bright side, Zupa. After I defeat you and take over as Alpha Lion, you'll have so much more time to spend with your pathetic excuse of a son. Before I kick your butt, let me ask you, why do you even want to become the Alpha Lion? I'm better looking, I have better hair, I'm deceivingly smart, and I want everyone else to do what I say.
Well, DeMello rejected. We're chasing everybody out of town. How did Scotty Upshaw get better? Excuse me? I don't care. I'm signing you to whatever. We just want you back. We need players to fall. Well, we know we're buyers in year number 3. That we. Why? What?
Pizza guy. I'm glad you came.
Why'd you do that?
I'm waiting for something to happen on our franchise.
Ooh, we have our chance to sign a top tier defenseman.
Shit, Taylor Hall.
What? Signing Taylor Hall? It's fucking expensive.
A small salad. I'll take a double triple bossy deluxe on a raft, 4x4 animal style. Extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze. Light axle grease, make it cry. Burn it and let it swim. We serve food here, sir.
Wow.
We're done.
So, what do you think?
Who's your there?
Really?
No.
I'll show y'all. I don't need this suit. I don't need this helmet neither.
Neither.
Victor Preserver. How long can she stay like that?
I don't know.
Sandy's a girl? Shut your mouth, you mediocre clarinet player. Mediocre?
No one joined me in that.
That is the stupidest dance move I've ever seen.
Who put you on the planet?
Oh my god.
That pile of filth out.
You shouldn't talk about Squidward like that.
Oh!
Squidward, you finished. What's your wish?
My wish is that the people of Bikini Bottom will stop paying any attention to the inane dribble that is constantly streaming out of this dunderhead's mouth.
Gee, Squidward, maybe Santa will bring me a dictionary so I can understand what you just said.
That was a foul.
Tell it to your mama, Squidward.
Oh!
Mama.
I wanna hear it.
Oh my god.
Cares about a stupid star.
Gee, Packard, it seems like you would care a lot about stupid stars, considering you are one.
What?
I've heard better comebacks from a turkey sandwich. Get a life.
Oh!
Give me the secret formula or I'll destroy the Krusty Krab. Ah, you and what army, Bug? What army? What army? Look around you, Krabs.
Wait, what?
You planted grass?
Oh!
But none of you wetheads would
We say Barry!
dry land.
Do we have to wear pickle jars?
Oh!
Okay, Mrs. Puff, what's my final score?
6.
And how many do I need to pass?
6. 100. Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town? time.
Hey! You can't talk to my son that way! Who do you think you are?
I'm Plankton, you old hag, and your son smells like booger. Hey, you can't talk to my wife that way. What do you think this is? I think it's time for you to lose some weight, fatty. That's what it is.
Hey! You can't talk to my grandson like that. Someone ought to put you in a mental hospital.
Someone should put you in a box floating down the river, Grandma.
Just get out of here, you stupid, dumb animal!
What?
Hey, Patrick, what am I now?
Stupid?
No, I'm Texas!
What's the difference?
Oh my God!
Mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick.
Mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Horseradish is not an instrument either.
What?
What roast was that?
It wasn't a roast.
We're turning this team into relevance again. We're making this team relevant again. It's time to turn the tides and make the Victoria Grizzlies a team that's feared around the league. Braden Shen, welcome to the Victoria Grizzlies. Thanks, Sharky.
Braden Shen, welcome.
Calculated.
And Dadanoff, welcome to the night.
That
The
works.
Hey, we are now a hopeful. The years of tanking are slowly coming to an end as
Oh yeah, Shen.
we have 5 points.
That could be a Shen.
We no longer suck. It's time to turn the tides a little bit and turn this team into a Stanley
I'm
Cup
hungry.
contender.
I'm hungry.
Tender. 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 This is the team now that we can just... This is our learning year. I already said this a couple times, but this is an actual learning year where we might make the playoffs. You don't know. We might catch a few teams sleeping. We missed the playoffs the third year. Well, we can learn and get a high draft pick.
Vancouver really wants that second round pick.
Can the Can the Victoria Grizzlies become relevant in year number 3? We have the base signed. We have a team built here. We're letting the prospects grow.
And the brass is not shaking hands yet.
Just yet. They're patting themselves on the back though. They're making good picks.
Oh yeah.
We're turning this team into something scary.
I love my pick.
Can we be competitive this year? Probably not. We'll be lucky to get into the first round of the playoffs, but it's a start. And we have time to win this team the Stanley Cup. Not much expectations going into this year. Not much is to be altered. Trade some deadweight contracts and go from there. But this is our team now. We're getting stronger. Each and every year, our team looks a little stronger. I think Josh Manson will remain our captain, but I think maybe in a year or two, it might be time to hand Archibald the C. Actually, I think from the bottom of my heart, it's time to name a new captain. Josh Manson. Actually, you know what? We'll keep you captain. Clutterbuck, you're old. And you're a meme. Archibald, you're gonna get the A. One day you'll get the C. But for now, We'll keep you there. Robin Lehner, you were kind of a bit of a bust experiment. You didn't really work out for us. So, from all of us here, get the fuck out. Andrew Shaw. Not worth it. Butchering contracts. Crippling contracts.
Poor guy, he's just going through a tough time.
We're keeping the main players there, but we're just doing a salary cap dump.
Tough time right now.
Get some of our contracts out. We'll take whatever, but
Wow.
we want. He wouldn't want Andrew Shaw's contract. That's fun. We'll take you to a team that wants you. And we'll trade you for like something they don't want. They don't care about. There. You guys can have Andrew Shaw. Clutterbuck, I would like to trade. Like, what does our team look like this year? We have this down the middle, which is nice. The left side's not bad. You know, maybe Hagelin probably won't make the team. Take his contract away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clutterbuck's not exactly a pretty contract. We can give Richie the call up. Put you up. We already can explain that some of our defense... Actually, our defense contract situation's the best of the bunch. And then goaltending, well, Lehner. You're gone. If there's a team that wants all three of you, I would love to see that. No team wants Lehner. Oof. We'll trade you to a team that wants these two, though. We just need to get money off. I don't even care if they won't take Lehner. I'll use him as part of another deal. We just need to get contracts off of our books. We need cash. Cash is the big game. We can acquire a second, a third, and maybe a sixth. Be perfect. Take Cal Clutterbuck. What will you take? We'll give you a 6 and a 7, or we'll take a 6 and 7th off your hands. Good. Got rid of that mess. Got rid of that hot garbage mess. Now, Robin Lehner, we'll trade you to another team for a draft pick. You guys look like you need a goalie. We'll take your second and a 4th for it. What do you mean you'd be over the max salary cap? Fine, you won't take them then. Because you guys crippled your goddamn salary into the fucking ground. Take a second and third for Lehner. Maybe not. A kid. Well, that's something that we don't necessarily need. There. Nice. We got rid of every bad contract. We have $16 million and we still are a hopeful. Oh, we're back to rebuilding. I don't think so, honestly. I think our team can catch a few teams sleeping. Wheel, you'll get the call up. Martinuk and Hagelin. Actually, what's the right side? Okay, fine, just Hagelin. Unless there's someone in the minors that's willing to. We'll call you up then and send Martinuk down. And Ulek can just fuck off. We're a rebuilding team, but once again, not much expectation for this team. Year 3, if we're good, we're good. If we're not, well, we're trying. That's what matters. I'm just going to set an alarm for tomorrow. 7. Or well, actually 6:45. And then we'll have one for 6:50.
I have one for 6:55.
And then 7.
Why do you think you're gonna sleep through all those?
No, but it's just to make sure I'm up. It's kind of my snooze-ish kind of button. Alright, so this team is still a rebuilder. That's fine. But we'll get better. Trust me. You'll see. This team will be good. Martinuk, you're going down. We don't need 8 defensemen. Why do we have 8? Fuck you, off to the minors. Off to the minors with you. Okay. So, here we go. Year number 3 with this team. We will bring this team to glory. Here we go. Hopefully we'll bring the team to glory. If not, that's okay. I didn't expect much anyway. I'm not expecting much from this team in year 3. I'm expecting progress, but not a playoff spot. And so far, that progress ain't off to the best start.
0 goals.
In neither of those games. Yet I brought in a sniper via free agency. Well, not the best start. All I ask for is progress this year. Progress. It may take us 5 years before we make a playoff spot, but as long as we're climbing, that's fine. Or ultimately tank to utter hell and do that too. That works. Another year of good drafting might help us too. However, I'm pretty sure Archibald comes into a contract year, so that's fun. But we still have the cap to sign Archibald and not worry about coming alarmingly close to the cap. We're trying to just build a team from within. Our final piece of the puzzle for this team is a goaltender. That's the last piece. Then our team could be competitive next year. So, the goal is to draft a goalie. Or trade for a goalie. Or do something for a goalie. I might even sign one in free agency next year if one comes up and he's good. He makes sense. Our year's been just not good. Like, we aren't even getting pity points.
2 in a row.
Back-to-backs. Killed Chicago, though. Burnaby's not even that good right now. But pity point. Pity point. 9-13-1. Can't say progress is really being made if we have tied for
Shen
the
has 3 goals.
Well, he's a playmaker. So he's got 18 points. Can't really ask for more than that on a rebuilding team. We have him signed through to when the team can realistically start being competitive. Because this is year number 3. And I expect by year 5 we'll have a goaltender who can do something. Unless Korpisalo grows into that goalie. We're not trading for picks. We're not trading picks away, sorry, is what I mean. We're not trading picks away. It's a stupid idea. This is just a team, you know what? We're doing how we're doing. I'm not going to make many alterations again, unless it's free agency. Because it's just one of those teams. We're not making a run for the cup, clearly. Not even close to a playoff spot, either. We're on pace to do worse this year than we have in our other 2 years. That's alarming.
We're in the final two.
Buffalo and Winnipeg. Final scores of 3-2. Sim all the way up to the deadline. No stoppage of that in between. Just sim up to the deadline. Don't even worry about trades until it's time. Don't worry, Sharky. You'll get a chance to bite a lot of heads off playoff teams soon. You're our playoff mascot. Our team's just been doing shit. We have 31 points at the half. We're on pace for worse totals than our other 2 years.
Oh, we're on a hot streak.
Wow.
2 games in a row.
No. Again, if we're tanking in the season, may as well tank hard. Get a good pick. The first 3 years were probably going to be painful for us, so
Yeah.
these are going to be the first painful. This is going to be our first painful franchise mode that we're going to try and build from scratch to the top. At least with Arizona, we had a bit of a base, and we just kind of built on that. We had to do the foundation on our own,
What a save.
and we're just sucking. This could take a long time before we're even relevant. But I've worked Magic before. I've drafted a franchise. I've drafted, like, I had a team, the Seattle Cougars. I built them from a last place team in 3 seasons, and we won the Stanley Cup 5 years straight. So I've built teams like that for greatness. It's just all about the moves you make.
There's no mic audio. Like Assassin's Creed. I swear we had it fixed.
What's wrong?
Assassin's Creed, apparently there's no mic audio.
Who said that?
Martin.
I will be crushed. I wouldn't have to start that over again.
Why? I swear we had it fixed. Why? Yeah, that's what I say.
We have to do that again?
At least we only did it for one video.
We have to restart the gameplay.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, this isn't good. Well, we have the second worst record in the league. Who can we look forward to picking possibly this year? Defenseman. Can we not? We have no scouts in Finland. How do we not have scouts in Finland?
Let me just delete that video.
Well, that pisses me off. I don't understand.
We literally tested it. And it was working.
That's what I don't get, because we tested that. Maybe do it down here, and then we'll start from scratch, and we'll just... Maybe it won't suck. Because I have to just do everything from scratch now. Start from the beginning. That's okay. Because we only did one video, so it's not like we lost everything. Well, there's really nothing else to do but just kind of hope that the tank goes according to plan. Because it seems like another year of that. Shit, we're on pace for less points than we've had in our previous 2 seasons. And then all of a sudden we pull that out of our ass. When you're set to tank and then you pulled all that out of your ass. I hate that.
I don't get this team.
This team will lose 5 in a row and then win 5 in a row. And now they're pulling wins out of their ass to be like a 500 team. Why do you
Again.
mired in mediocrity for the rest of our lives? I asked for a simple tank. Oh, come on! Are you serious right now? I asked you guys to tank, not do this. You literally had...
One more point than last year.
I mean, hey, I expected our team to progress, so I mean... We were 8 points out of a playoff spot, so we got closer. But there goes any hope of us getting that high pick for the tank. Braden Shen, 75 points though. Can't be mad at that. How close were we to, like, were we at least bottom 10? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had the 9th worst record in the league. The 24th. So it's a progression. 210 goals for.
And we gave up even more goals.
Our defense has become more and more of an issue each year. But offense is no longer becoming a terribly horrible issue. So, 3 straight years of missing the playoffs. But I see next year being our turning point for sure, though. We have off season to do for this one, and we can end the stream. Because we're going to try and set ourselves up pretty for year 4. As I think years 4 through 6 is our transition stage. We try and turn this team into something relevant. And we have the cap to do it. We have 20 million. And we still have a lot of our core. So I think we're set pretty well. It's just unfortunate that we might not get a very high pick again. The tank's not doing what tanks are supposed to do. The tank forgot how to tank. The Toronto Maple Leafs, after 50 odd years, finally win the Stanley Cup. How must that feel for Leafs fans? That must feel good for Leafs fans.
They're going to win the cup this year, though.
Victoria picks number 9.
Not bad.
So top 10 selection at least. Let's look at the scores of tonight's games. Jason Spezza finally calls it a career.
Who? No, I'm
Jason Spezza finally calls it quits.
just kidding.
Hurricanes win 3-1 over the Blue Jackets, and the Kings and Sharks 2-2 in overtime. I think Carlson's yet to register a point with the Sharks.
Oh, Sharks win.
They won?
Yeah. Immediately. Evander Kane.
He scored?
Not in overtime. But he scored.
Oh. It's time to draft someone. Well, the 3rd pick is easily acquirable.
They're on first effort. Now the Sharks have it. Sumella to Kane. He scores!
What a save.
Is that overtime?
No.
Defenseman. Forward.
Defenseman.
Literally, the forwards have been shit. It's been all defensemen this draft.
Go defenseman.
We have Coleman. We have Buss. And then we could really go down the list and go with Emery. But he's also a left wing. We don't need more left wing. Coleman? I mean, he's a defenseman. May as well pick one. 64 overall. I mean, for the 9th pick, could be worse. Can't really ask for more. Taking it by potential because playing it safe. And we finally have our goaltending prospect that we always wanted. Finally a goalie prospect that we can actually build into something. I don't want to draft too many goalie prospects. That was stupid when we did that in the Arizona one. That was really stupid.
No, we needed our goalies.
It was unrealistic.
It's fuck.
Let's turn this team into something relevant. Nice. Top 9. Try and turn this team into something for year number 4. Lackinen. I feel like he'll be a star. Let's pick him. Hey, top 6 defenseman. Could be worse.
What video?
Let's hope he's something. Well, he's a starter. Picking goalie prospects. Ooh. Top 4 defensemen in the 6th round.
It's Troll Martin.
You have a few goaltending prospects. Gem.
Oh, okay, I make a pick. Best pick, I promise.
Don't pick by like weight class again. LeBanc scored his. Once again, Carlson held off the score sheet.
Yeah, Blackburn. It is.
Oh, that might not be our last pick though. I don't know. You made your 7th round. Time to make mine.
We know.
Picking a shot in the dark.
Are you kidding me?
For not even knowing who he is, not a terrible pick.
The Friedstad.
Well, our draft didn't go so horribly. Now, we have aspirations becoming good. Archibald will be needing a contract. This is fun. Our star player will finally be needing a contract, and Larson wants out.
That's great.
When we all start to think that we are turning this around, players want to peace out. Archibald at least wants here, so that's nice. We're signing him long term. We'll sign you to $7.5 million over 8 years.
Perfect.
If we can lock him up for 8 years, that'd be perfect. Larson, we're not even going to try and keep you.
Wow.
Wilson, we're not even going to try and keep you. Smith, well, we know you want back, so well, we'll happily take you back. Upshaw, you don't want here, but you're old as fuck. You're like a relic, so we'll let you go. Exploring the new pastures. Lafreniere will give you an entry-level contract. Let you start playing. Just kind of just bringing in everyone here. Bringing everybody back. You don't want here, so we'll just release you. I would love to keep Archibald here for like 8 seasons. That'd be lovely. Roman Polak, my god. Olsen will bring you in because holy shit, you're actually not terrible. We'll bring you in because you could be something to the minor league system. We'll sign some of our guys to contracts.
Strange things are happening. This Christmas time is killing us.
Alright.
Who
Eddie
you
Lack
signing?
will bring you back.
Really?
Gotta have goalies for the minor league team. I'm not ready to bring in any goalies just yet. And then Olsen, we offered you a contract. So, hopefully everybody wants back.
Burn these.
Archibald.
All
Archibald.
destroy them. Don't mind.
Archibald is here for 8 more years.
For 7.5.
Mm-hmm. He'll grow into something, so he'll be a steal of a contract. So all we have left is to sign maybe 1 or 2 guys. It's Polkinen and Polak. We're giving you a chance to thrive here. Giving you a chance to thrive.
Yeah.
And we'll got a free agency. We'll turn this team into something.
It's like John Tavares.
Bring in Polak and Polkinen. Okay, Polkinen, you don't have to come back, but at least Polak is back. We're turning this team around, and now we have Archibald locked to a pretty team-friendly contract for his status.
Eddie Lack wants more money.
Pay him, I guess. I don't know. If he's not into being on this team, we won't bring him in. There's always players itching to be where he is right now. Alright, good. So we have about 17.5 odd million, maybe let's say 15. So let's just see what there is available in the free agency to sign. Jaden Schwartz, Galchenyuk, we could bring him in, but we don't really need to. Ovechkin, Teravainen, and Landeskog, all left wings. There's really no right wing guy except Toffoli. He wouldn't hurt. Bring in a star defenseman. Or another star defenseman at least.
Landeskog.
If we're really going for a top guy, we'll go for Dougie Hamilton.
Schwartz. Ovechkin, bring him in. For me.
Or for the final piece, we need a goalie. That's our final
We
piece of the
back
puzzle.
already.
Our final piece of the puzzle is a starting goalie. And I think it's either Allen or Grubauer.
I'm thinking.
Unless Korpisalo
Grubauer.
grew. Because we can't keep waiting on Korpisalo to turn into something. Korpisalo's up to an 84, but he's not particularly going to grow anymore. So we have our guy probably of the future in Huskins, so maybe just look for a placeholder who may as well be Korpisalo until for the time being. Or sign a guy like Dubnyk to hold the place. I don't know, maybe we'll trade for one. But for now, let's focus on picking up players who will help the team now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pulak has UFA rights, so we'll pursue him. We'll give you about 6.1 million. Well, let's go 6.2.
Gotta be sure.
Gotta be sure he'll sign. And then we want... There's really no right wing, so we'll go for like Tyler Toffoli. He'll be something. Bring him in for a few years. We'll give you $5.5 million. Maybe sign like a couple of like 80, like a Connor Carrick sort of thing, or like a lower guy who won't be as expensive.
Yeah.
Trying to take down some of the bigger pieces because we have Barry as like the star defenseman for now. For the time being.
Any prospects?
We could check. There's one who's like 19, but he's like low. They've done better at like not giving as many of those in the game. Then they have this, so we could decide on what we do, but really nothing to do here. I would either go for like Jake Allen, who would be like I would go for Jake Allen honestly, and then but then again that would mean turning on Corpusalo.
Corpusalo is a bust.
Sign maybe Allen and then keep him as the goalie until our elite guy's ready, and then let him step in. That's I think what I'm gonna do. Keep him for 4 years. I think that'd be a good enough time frame to bring in the new guy. I think that's all we would need to do if we had every one of those guys sign. Toffoli, nice. We got 1. Pulak 2 and Allen 3. Perfect. We brought in everything we needed.
Flip the team now. Everything's okay.
Then just like I say, we'll focus on the trades next time. But for now, that is it. Just save.
For this rather...
I've already turned this team into something respectable next year. We'll be a playoff hopeful. We'll be a team that you have to keep your eye on. It's kind of a don't sleep on us, you may regret it sort of team.
And we'll see you soon. Have a great night, everyone. Peace out.